Hello there everybody, it's vlog time again. I'm digital artist Aaron Rutten, and today I'm going to talk about mixing traditional media with digital media. So, what I have here is an embellished digital print. This is a 4x6 photo print of a digital painting that I made in Corel Painter using a Wacom tablet. And I printed it, and then I embellished it using acrylic gel medium, which is traditionally something that you would use with acrylic paint. But it works really well to give your acrylic pieces some nice texture. I also have done collages. This is a digital art collage. I'm going to try not to block my voice here while I talk and try to show you. Basically, this is a digital painting that I printed out in a bunch of sequential prints and then cut all those prints into pieces and then rearrange the pieces into a collage, like so. Kind of interesting. I've done a lot of experimental things that don't always turn out so good. I've got this lampshade that I thought was going to be a good idea, but probably the most value I'm going to get out of it is putting it on my head for this video, because other than that, no one's going to buy the thing, so get that out of here. Next, I have to back up for this. This is another experimental piece. Kind of an expensive experiment too, because I don't know that anybody's going to want to buy this, but maybe I'll hang it up someday. This is definitely not going to fit in frame. I didn't think about this when I had planned this. So this is a digital painting. Let's see if I can even show you the whole thing. It's a digital painting. It was a pretty big digital painting that I did many years ago, and what I did is I printed it in a sequence of 4x6 prints, and then I lined it up into a kind of a collage or a really big print. And you can see if I rotate it, I added some acrylic gel medium to this as well. Show you the other side up close. Pretty interesting, but there ended up being these gaps. No matter what I did to try to fix it, there ended up being these gaps between the photos, and that doesn't look so good. So maybe one day I'll patch over it and make it into a completed piece. But it's kind of cool. This is basically photo prints glued onto some foam core, and then I attach these separate foam core pieces together with some tape. So it's not the best, most high quality construction, but again, it's something kind of experimental that I thought would be fun to do. And last but not least, I like to use my digital paintings as inspiration for traditional media artwork. So for instance, we have a pyrography wood burning piece. Now I did this same painting basically digitally, and I did it a few years ago, but I was inspired to make it into a pyrography piece because I thought it would be a cool subject. So you can see I burned this into the wood using a wood burning tool, which is basically just a soldering iron with different tips that you can attach to it. Burned into it, and then what I did is I painted over it with acrylic paint and used glazing medium to thin out the paint to make it more transparent. And then I put some varnish over it to make it nice and shiny. Put a little hook in there so you can hang it. By the way, if anybody wants to buy this, feel free to leave a comment, because it is the holiday season and this would be a really cool gift to get somebody. I haven't listed it on Etsy yet, and I'll probably be too lazy to do it before Christmas is over. But if you want first crack at it, go ahead and give me a comment or send me an email. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these because it's actually kind of a fun way to work. I like the smell of the wood burning. Here's a wacky mushroom that I'm working on. This is just like an intermediate phase where I've done all the burning, but I haven't quite started the coloring process. I think I might stain it. I'm not sure. I might stain the background. Who knows? But I haven't added color yet. I plan to. And here's a blank canvas. Kind of a neat cross-section of a log that I'm going to do something on. I haven't decided yet. So it's really nice to be able to create a digital painting, try out an idea, and then you'll have a little more confidence when you go to do it with traditional media, because you don't have to worry about experimenting and wasting materials or messing anything up. And there's a bunch of different acrylic paintings that I've done that are basically just acrylic versions of a digital painting. I mean, of course, they're slightly different because they're in a different medium, but they're from the same basic design. So you really can combine the two. You don't have to choose between one or the other. You don't have to strictly be a digital artist or a traditional artist. Well, thanks for watching another episode of my vlog. If you haven't subscribed already, click the subscribe button right here and you'll get updates when I release new episodes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.